I'll just go on each of this as acid reviews. So I'm going to review an unofficial EP by Taylor Swift based this particular project is called Haunted, and it came out somewhere in 2011. Now, within the Fairest Amongst the Heroes, as far as this pitch, this is a banner type one within pitch like that, paying attention like the phrase what particularly happened along with Taylor Swift's breakout type. Along with further breakout type hit phrase by Taylor Swift with Speak Now from late 2010 as far as this first album. Now, within these particular pitches, she is starting to become a lot more ubiquitous pitch like that. Some stuff phrase amongst it between also like Fearless from 2008, that was a large deal pitch like that, and Taylor Swift from 2006 was the initial type kickoff then pitch like that is the phrase, but definitely between like late 2000s, 2010s, that phrase things started to become more mainspread with the pitch for being just everyday household kind of name. Pitch for us, and this is kind of one, now this is seen as like a bootleg and kind of unofficial type territory, but the pitch for us saying this is a good composition to be able to pick up if you're strictly looking for like a more shot in the arm type fare for Taylor Swift pitch like that. It's the phrase as far as saying getting towards like the aspect of getting like now back in these particular days, the composition behind the I want to say the actual fare about Speak Now, it did have a deluxe that came out. Speak Now did have a deluxe that came out, but it's within the pitch for us, and I question within the fare of the live edition. So it has 3 versions like the song Haunted, as far as you're supposed to have, in addition to the intro where she was like appeared to be like what was a church bell and pitch like that in one of her concerts. So pitch like that's the phrase for us saying real aspect amongst this fare kind of within the pitch behind it. The fare is for us saying getting 3 editions of Haunted within these pitches for us saying it has differential type tones. It's the aspect for us saying this good Grovid typeness, and the pitch for us saying just a real good nice flair. This is a banner enough type EP within pitch like that. It is the phrase as far as saying I'm surprised this didn't have some degree of official kind of composition. I feel like within these sorts of phrases, the extra Taylor Swift type material, this probably was some shit that probably popped up back in like the early 2010s pitch like that. If you would have hit up like some CD shops and so on stuff, fairs, it's pitch as far as saying within these aspects that this is a good gather to kind of pick up here. So this pitch just as far as saying that it is allow. Although I do feel like possibly it would have been dope for it to have had like a secret kind of Taylor Swift song. I question the sort of songs that she had left over from like the Speak Now type era within pitch like that. There could have been another song with some of these type fairs, kind of like Innocent and Haunted and some of the ones that were off of particular, and Enchanted, some of the ones, some of those more grovey type ones that were off of like particular Speak Now pitch like that's a phrase as far as saying. But good nice, just basic loud pack to get 3 editions of the song as far as not. It's kind of like a quick just pick up with some stuff. Now I want to say within the pitches, I don't think Haunted was a single off of Speak Now. No, it wasn't as far as this first. So it's just good, nice fares as far as paying attention towards it with the aspect. The pitch as far as saying so the particular tone amongst this fare. Really, this is just some particular nice products to just take galley for a walk pitch like that. Some surprise to just appreciate like the more kind of autumn brush pitch like that, harvest season, some stuff aspects within the pitch as far as just like jeans weather, Levi's type weather pitch like that. Some hit the prices amongst the aspect that's like particular good catch up within like the pitch as far as the varieties of just how your particular neck of the woods kind of been within the pitch of just like particular kind of more autumn type foods. Now within the pitch as far as saying definitely kind of say peppermint mochas and pumpkin spice type ones, definitely within those sorts of pitches as September starts to shore up pitch. As September starts to shore up pitch like that sense of phrase. Probably trying to think of more like specific foods that would kind of show up within this particular season type fair with the pitch as far as saying kind of like the particular special edition kind of like Little Debbie's and pitch like they hit that first. But the aspects for instance, so classic type EP here pitch like that's gonna get a 10 out of 10 within these pitches. Just the addition fucked with particular Speak Now back when I reviewed it back in the day as far as further backs within those pitches like that, but also the phrase as far as paying attention towards it with the fray. The new additions of Haunted are pretty excellent. Pretty excellent as well. I want to say I did not review Speak Now the Deluxe back when I reviewed it. Now I don't remember if I reviewed that particular album. It might have actually been it's been quite some time since I touched base with Taylor Swift, just when she's popped up on the Acid Roost channel. I did review another project by Taylor Swift, but it's not going to cut. I think I either reviewed Fearless or Speak Now, but within the pitch, I reviewed one in late 2020. I reviewed a Taylor Swift project in late 2025 that's not going to surface for quite some whiles within pitch like that, possibly into 2027 and further pitch like that. But hit that phrase for a sense. There are some more of these type ones to get into within pitch like that. But I want to have this like a stopgap within the sense of pitches as Taylor Swift starts to pop up a lot more. Now, within these pitches, everything I've reviewed by Taylor Swift, with the exception of the 2006 album up to like the 2020. Up to like 2020 with her getting to like the folklore, and I think the other one from 2020 was like Evermore or something like that. Her two 2020 albums, that's about where I'm at with Taylor Swift as far as these pairs can happen. So between 2006 2019 reviewed basically everything with the exception of the 2006 type albums. So I'm going to get to some of those type ones. Definitely going to get some more hit type phrases of Taylor Swift. But Beyonce pitch like this. Yeah, Haunted. Just talk about this song. It's hitting type 1. So 10 out of 10 EP. The 10 EP. The original version's pretty hitting. The acoustic one's pretty nice as well. The live version's pretty hitting. The acoustic version's good banger pitch like that, and the live version's pretty awful within these type pitches as well. So good pitch like that. But just to be able to say, now I'm going to talk about the intro pitch. Like, it's just kind of the particular phrase. Not really much within the music type composition. It's more the phrase, just kind of the additional type phrase. It's a little bit trickier to kind of track down pitch like that. It's more just in like a video type format, but is the pitch as far as saying. I think within that aspect, just an extra kind of ominous typeness that kind of goes along with like the gongs and pitch like that kind of went along with it. But it's good, nice pitches. I think probably within the fair would be some good, nice products if it were an official type product to get like that sort of particular composition. But it's just the dramatics and the showmanship of Taylor Swift amidst like her shows, seeing as how large spread she was back in those particular days, even as far back as like 2010, 2011, pitch like that. So hit that phrase. Probably was a pretty costly show back in those particular days. Good $500 or $1,200 ticket, something like that. I don't know full bound if it would be. It might have been those prices. It might have been $500 ticket back in like 2011, pitch pretty close within those aspects. You would think within those songs, considering she was probably in the more, yeah, just be able to say more Los Angeles, in particular Detroit type places, pitch like that. Hit that phrase for us saying, but Haunted is nice up here. It's like an imperative and muggy kind of folk brush to get towards here. Just walks. Good walks and strolls with mist as far as these can have. Just some day details definitely get towards pitch like that. It's kind of paying attention like the product. How many toasters have you had to throw out pitch like that just within a hit type phrase for us saying paying attention like the product, just the product of. Seems like you might be going through the appliances pretty quickly, pitch like that other type phrase, just the pitch of. So your trash company loves you as far as this phrase having a good pitch like that, but it's picking up York sense of pitch like that amongst these phrase good pitches. Just standard stroll with standard strut and stroll with standard. Standard strut and stroll with good mess pitch like that. Just some POVs definitely get towards pitch like this. Paying attention like the brightest, the active goings on. Definitely appreciate like the weather pitch like that. Some of those type fairs, definitely Taylor Swift within probably country girl within those aspects as far as paying attention like the fray, like the usual get up within. That's how more hillside within the usual type aspect of like the initial type phrase pitch like that. So it's probably supposed to say into some of the stuff fairs, definitely appreciating like the leaves. The colored leaves and the haystacks and the fairs, so just like the autumn brush in the air and pitch like that, just the pine in the air and sense of pitch, just the particular hay weather and hay fever type aspects in the pitch for us, not within pitch, not to actually have hay fever, but this pitch just appreciating like the product it is. Good nice brush and farmers markets pitch like that, sense of phrase, but just neighborhood strolls pitch like that within usual type phrase, talkable type run, sense of pitch, just throwing some of that type in within pitch. It kind of within more outback type sense to be the pitch, obviously throwing in like the fairs of like a Hardee's or McDonald's type fair sense of pitch, but just the aspects as far as some of those type fairs post up with like some quesadillas, good pitch like that, sense of fairs, throwing in like a particular bottle of Seagrass, so it's a pitch like that within the fray, but come through for standard miss, good pitch like that within those hit type phrase, definitely Yorks and standard gal system pitch like that within the product, just other type fairs. Airheads and pitch like that, sense type price within pitches, but it's kind of aspect. Quick latte pitch like that, but the aspects for stands a good nice pitches. Hit type tune off of Speak Now within pitch like that. It's one of those banner type ones, good nice pitch within sensitive aspects, a good fairs. Haunted acoustic is hitting off here. Now it's on the deluxe edition. It is worth the pick up within these pitches, but now the only fair about amongst this probably within the pitch, this EP is going to get a 10 out of 10, but it's a pitch for us saying paying attention towards here. It's kind of the products for us saying that really the value amongst this product has been, the artwork's definitely pretty banner pitch like that, but the value of it's kind of been mildly slashed within pitches just because the phrase for us saying that there's nothing to really warrant like the concept as far as like an exclusive kind of say. If you pick up the deluxe edition of Speak Now, it basically slashes most of the fray amongst this album, and the live type album within pitch like that. It's kind of the same fare, which is good within those pitches, but that's the only real fair amongst the competition as to how this was created. That's the only real thing about it, is they probably should have had like some degree. There should have been some extra secret kind of Taylor Swift song. This is a Honda acoustic is hitting. This is a real nice dope type one. Definitely worth picking up the deluxe edition of Speak Now and get towards some tunes like this as far as what's going to happen. This particular one's it's not actually acoustic though. It just has more piano amongst it, more fares like that. It just kind of removes some of like the extra kind of catalog of like the instrumentation that's kind of on the song. It doesn't actually have acoustic seemingly guitar on there, but it's like a more hollow and decayed kind of autumn stroll. Get towards here, just grab like coals for like fire, bonfire type phrase pitch like that, and like more autumn brush pitch like that. It's kind of marshmallow pickups on top of that for standard mist, and the first gets some s'mores going pitch like that. It's kind of some day spill on top of that. And sort of afraid it's a little bit more than the aspect of the song being called haunted, just more darkly and grow a bit as far as what's supposed to happen. I'm just paying attention to like the pitch as far as the tone of just this has more this is a pop type tune within pitch like that, but it does have like a certain grim type aspect. So it's a good nice pitch as far as paying attention, like probably like a Starbucks type run says the pitch. Now it does definitely give me vibes like an autumn stroll, whether going for dolos or just with standard gal long pitch like that. Since hit the phrase, just pick up that phrase, just kind of within the neighborhood type romps pitch like that. But it's also the product that like some commerce type ones, then pitch it is like the product it is like blase kind of October kind of Starbucks type runs and Target type runs, extra type pitch. It just kind of whiz along within pitch like that. It just the everyday within that standard push. This is within pitch as far as saying, I'm forgetting what I'm talking. Yeah, just the product target type runs pitch like that. Just appreciate like the brush of a good pitch like that. Some of fares, just kind of transit type fares, but just kind of miss the pitch. Also, just catch up type fares, just the more. This is the more. The acoustic type one. Now the live one's pretty ominous as well. Pitch like that. The whole. All three of these versions of this particular song are pretty hitting with the aspect, just like a real biting type taste of Taylor Swift within these pitches for this variety kind of. Just good, nice pitches that each one. There is some good key type differences amongst these type ones within pitch like that have differential type feels where it is worth the product just within pitch of just getting some new varieties kind of have despite it being the same song. It's a good pitch like that. Haunted Live is Haunted Live's an awesome type one as well off these pitches like an ominous and commotion kind of shoot the shit type tune pitch like that. Just have like some barbecue lays, good meme packs for us these pitches gonna happen. With standard miss, go ahead and say you're funny as far as these pitches gonna happen. Just paying attention like the varieties as far as these pitches gonna happen. It's really finding it healthy and affable within pitch like that to kind of particularly pay attention to like what Outback Galley's kind of finding funny since I pitched this paying attention like the product was the particular fare. Are you a Michael Scott type person from The Office? Some stuff pitched like that. Some stuff folks, some particular you like more Dwight. Some stuff folks is pitched like that. It's paying attention like the varieties. Other type pitches on top of that. Some stuff fares amongst like Stop Dreaming About Me Being in Scrubs as far as this pitch can happen. Some stuff varieties like that. Just kind of pitch as far as just pitch like that. Leftover primetime type meme packs on that pitch, but definitely barbecue lays, some of that commotion type, just a little bit more ominous within product, just more collective within those pitches, but it's a good kind of overcast that fair pitch like that. Definitely good bonfire and kind of tailgate type fair pitch like that with some of these hit type phrases. Have like good round to sea grunts kind of round pitch like that just within the product. Now within the fashion as far as like some smoke type product within the legality of it, within the fair, within it should be kosher enough within those sorts of pitches as far as paying attention like the varieties as far as like the product like tailgate type varieties with like a smoke or with like a spliff or something like that within a rotation, but it's the product just paying attention like the varieties to this. Whether or not folks would kind of have like considering it just to be a bother pitch like that, but just hit that phrase for us and some of the stuff it could it's not within a horror type issue, just barbecue lays and meme packed this phone trace pitch like that, but just hit that phrase definitely standard miss to say your funny sounds to pitch amongst it. Take me to your zoo, good pitches like that sounds a phrase, but this one pitch for us and good products for us these pitch out. So within product, yeah, EP gets a 10 out of 10 pitch like that. Now the fair amongst it within these products is kind of mildly with an asterisk as far as saying that the quality of the song is definitely really good within pitch like that, and it is a good, easy kind of collection. Fucking with the song Haunted Sounds to pitch to just pick all three of these up, so you don't have to. It's within the pitch though, within the aspect. This as far as buying like the live edition of Taylor Swift Speak Now, that's a good purchase within those pitches. You get all those particular tunes, so you would basically get those songs anyways. That's the only fair. This is a good type product, but the product kind of it is it kind of is not The social score might be a little bit more haphazard just because the pitch part saying that there's no real exclusive to this particular fair to kind of warrant actually if you have to spend. It's no terrible too much point to spend like $6 or $8 on this particular fair amongst this album within pitch like that, as far as the variety kind of happens when you can just purchase the Speak Now Deluxe Edition, get 2 out of the 3s. Purchase the Speak Now Deluxe and get 2 out of 3 of these songs on that particular product, and in addition to that, the live edition, which has the songs from the Speak Now album and live edition, just getting both of those. So it's kind of pitch far to say, not really too much of a point. If there had been even, like I said, if there had even been one new song with some pitch that would have been some sort of leftover or Lucy that would have been on this particular product, would have been warranted within pitch like that. But that's the only for it. It is banner within pitch. It's a dope type. It's dope type composition. This is kind of, not to say full bound extraneous, but it's just the pitch for us saying it's unfortunate that there wasn't some sort of exclusive. That's the only thing. But it is bannered within. It's still going to get a 10. So the score would get, maybe the casual score would get like a 9.5. The actual quality of the social score would get a 10. Just these Grovid type ones, then pitch like that. Just some strolls with standard miss pitch like that. Just picking up Yorks. Just appreciate the weather pitch like that. Harvest season type strolls, nearby struts pitch like that, hit up Taco Bell, some pitch like that, just kind of the product of this phone trade and recent trade as far as what's going to happen. Give me a few of those dealios, pitch like that as far as those hit type price kind of, but within pitch price and good nice products amongst it. So yeah, 10 social. So in terms of future, Taylor Swift has dropped an album. She dropped an album in the fall of 2025. Pitch like that. This is within phrase price and some of those type pitches within those aspects for saying is some good nice price. I'm gonna start getting towards some more of these type ones. Just the product sheet. Some banner type ones I'm getting towards pitch like that. Like I said, there's one that may not show up until way out in 2027 and further, but there are some further Taylor Swifts that are going to happen throughout 2026 pitch like that. So hit that first, stay tuned for that. It's a banner type one.